Welcome back, everyone. We are gaming by Gaslight, playing a little bit more of the old Curse of the Dead Gods. Let's see, what do we want to unlock today before we get started? Haste. You know, I feel like I might be undervaluing haste, but I am not really willing to pick it up just yet. I like this. I like that a lot. Perhaps... You like that. But yeah, let's swap this out. Because then every time we beat a boss, we get double the gold we currently had, which will encourage us to maybe stock up on the old gold there. Anyway, we also still have Tamok's Awakening to unlock before we move on to, oh my goodness, 3 stat upgrades in a row. Let's start with a gold room to try and get our gold. We're probably not going to be getting much doubling this time around. But then again, if we get a whole bunch of gold from the beginning, then I would say that puts us in a pretty good spot, doesn't it? Alright, guys, I'm gonna just get all the gold, thank you. Alright, now friends, just remember, let's not get crazy here, you know what? Farewell, suckers! That was glorious. Perfection. Alright, I had to try. Just see if I could shoot through that and somehow get, hit one of the... Oh. Now... I feel like, because of my concerns that that dagger might be a little overpowered, and I don't want to be accused of cheesing the game... Oh yeah, I already got everything in there. That's right. Anyway, I don't want to be accused of cheesing the game or anything, so I'm gonna leave that behind for the moment. Actually, kind of curious. Do I even need the, Okay, he died. Probably... Whoop. Yeah, those spike traps are pretty powerful to begin with. Ooh, that's nice. And also gives us a bit of a reason to perhaps get a little greedy with the stat upgrades. Perhaps. Well done. I thought I was going to be out of the way in time, but as we can clearly see, I was mistaken. Truly, the temple is my greatest nemesis. Tisk tisk. Anyway. So, I think we might spend corruption to get some stats here. Because that feels right. That was a bit needlessly risky, if I do say so myself. Get a little of the old ultra violence there. Oh ho ho ho! And you thought I wasn't gonna parry that, didn't you? That I didn't parry, though. I probably could have. And by probably, I mean I definitely could have. I just chose not to. And that I should have parried, but I didn't. You know how it is. Someday, I will be so good at parrying that, we will look back on these early episodes and laugh. But, you know, that day is not today. Well, those are some good things, but I think I'm going to pass. We do want to save our gold as much as possible for stat upgrades and doubling it later, which of course will be very handy. Yeah. I am intrigued to see where I ultimately end up going with this. you know, as far as the corruption management is concerned. As I suspect we're going to be getting a bit here. Oop. There was some temptation, I have to admit, to go for a parry, and I just completely missed. That's okay. Don't really know what I was expecting to happen there, but, you know, things worked out. Definitely want more perception, it would seem. It's funny how within just an episode or two, we have now switched from, oh, hey, perception's probably useless, to, oh, hey, I should probably focus on getting as much perception as possible. Especially, well, I guess the big balance here is that it leads us to the ever-important question. Okay, I was never in any risk of getting hit there. But you know. Beautifully done. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know, I guess that's sort of how it is. You know, you can think something's useless, and then you get some new information that makes you realize, hey, no, you know what? Your previous assumptions were wrong. I mean, I could get 120 corruption between the next 3 rooms. Which... Well, you know, we also established before, hey, if you're going to do that, you should probably save the corruption for later. I think maybe I'm getting a little too caught up in the idea that I want to save my money for the champion. But I think the smarter play there might have been... You know, I thought I was going to be able to hit him there. I was so lucky that didn't hit me. Don't know how I feel about that. Oh, and a little of that. Worked out perfectly. In fact, it worked better than I could have dreamed. Alright, 20% to all healing effects. We have no healing effects right now. But in the future, we might. That is some nice money right there. But anyway, I mean, I guess we should experiment with these things. Get an idea for whether, you know, paying a bunch of curses better. Or, oop. Come on. Oh, you tricky snake. Gaslight. You ended up hitting yourself on your own... Well, they weren't my spike traps, but... I am kind of pleased with the fact that, I mean, should I really go for both? I'm gonna go for both. This time spending a bit of gold, which removed 5 corruption. Yay. And we're probably gonna corrupt ourselves with this one. Because, you know, we would like to have some money for, I should have paid gold on the first one, and then gold, or, and then the corruption on the latter 2. Oop, you almost got me there. Okay, let the old stamina recover. Easy does it. Okay, you snuck away. You did that. You did that, and... you lit the torch for me. Thank you. Very kind of you. Gotta love it when the enemies are considerate and care about your poor eyes. Oop. And bop. Okay, got a little, carried away there with the rolling. There we go. That time I walked out of the way. Perfect. I mean, we are actually acquiring a nice amount of gold. I do still find myself wondering whether I am, you know, making the right life choices. Excuse me, friend. That does 1 extra damage. Oh ho! I still get so impressed at myself, like, needlessly, ridiculously impressed with myself every time I actually successfully parry. But you know what? You should be impressed with yourself when you do something that you consider difficult and or, scary and or hard. Gotta celebrate the little victories. As it were. Okay, so we're probably going to be rocking at least 2 corruption this entire run. But I think that's going to be okay. Probably. Maybe. I guess we'll see. It's one of those things, isn't it? You just gotta hope to yourself that the choices you're making end up being good choices. Oh dear. Oop. Okay, let your stamina recover. Beautiful. Oop. And burned your stamina a little there. Okay. I didn't think I was going to be able to dodge or parry that perfectly. I just felt I wasn't in the right position, so it was probably smarter to dodge. But that's how it is. You got those split seconds to react, and you have to either, hey, are you going to do this, or are you going to do that? Oh. You know, like in that situation. Oh. Get a little bit of healing, if we can. Did lose my combo there, and that makes me sad, but... Okay. And if you don't mind, okay, that... I think I ultimately ended up taking more damage than I saved there. Not to mention ruining my combo opportunities, but... these things happen. Sometimes your plans don't go the way you would like. That's actually it. Oh, almost left some money on the table here. Or on the floor, in this case. Excuse me. Alright. So we will double our money. But now we've got 2... Oh god, this is gonna... oh, this is gonna get interesting. Also, I think maybe in my efforts to, like, max out my stats, I have, perhaps... taken... too much, or I haven't developed our weapons enough. Oh, this is gonna get out of hand real fast. Yeah, that got, like I said, got out of hand real fast. Now we've got a lot of bats running around, and that's not good. But then again, the bats die real quick, so... you know, it's not the worst thing in the world here. Okay. There we go. Gotta get those perfect parries in place. Oh ho! You just gave me all my stamina back. Bet you feel kind of foolish now, don't you? Excuse me. Oh, Gaslight, you amazing, amazing genius. Okay. Though we have taken far more damage than we probably should have on this fight. Of course, I'm also thinking to myself here. Or, like, when kind of evaluating to ourselves, you know, as we've been lately, you know, asking ourselves, is the dagger overpowered? And if it is, what would be the ideal way to maybe balance that out? And I was kind of thinking to myself, simplest way, just make it so that before you can get that stun, ow, you have to get more attacks in. Ouch. Okay, this is... Oh god. Okay. That's, really less desirable. Bit of an example here of what happens when you perhaps get a little too focused on one particular strategy and you let that. Okay. All right. All right. We're alive. That's the important part. Though we did get a, what was that? It was like 50 corruption when he hit us. I think this is the one we would rather get rid of. And what about you? Okay. All right, all right. I can dig that. Though I am also probably going to go overboard on trying to use it to smash. Oh. I mean, are the stat upgrades really that important? I mean, I have to go to the Haven. Oh, then again, I might want to go to the Haven. You know what? We're gonna double down on we're gonna double down on what we're doing. Because that can't possibly go wrong. Okay. So we get 1% of our health back, which is about 18 hit points every time we hit someone. Oh, that's a bit risky. Oh. Yeah, I think overall, we took more damage than we recovered there. But it was still an interesting opportunity. Okay. Blazing Blade. Stronger. 1% per constitution, so that should actually help us out rather considerably if I were to guess, which I am. I mean, it's still not like the most powerful weapon of all time, but it is pretty darn good. Alright, and if I can... Oh wait, we're actually healing more than 18 now that I think about it. Because... Oh. And there goes my combo. Alright. Well... Yeah, if that's how you want to play. Yeah, I mean, the healing is definitely... It's still on the slower side. Okay, so this does more damage up front, but we do poison enemies. And I would dare say... You know, I rarely look in this corner to see if there is something lying around. But anyway, I dare say that might be better for us. We shall see. I mean, did we just double down and corrupt ourselves anyway? Sure, why not? But, that does, of course, lead to the question, hey, what are we gonna do with, our money? And that's a good question. I mean, I should really actually perhaps be a little bit more careful here. Okay. That's acceptable. We've got some automatic, spike traps. Oop. 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 Okay, easy enough. Let's kind of get into this corner here. Whoa! I think I was safe, but never hurts to be a little overcautious. Almost rolled right into that. Okay. Now we're talking here. So it does less damage. We don't get to smash walls with it. We don't get healing from it. But we do remove corruption when we kill an enemy. Do I have any other sources of healing? When an enemy is killed with the environment, okay. Well. Boy. No, you know what? We're gonna stick with our hammer for now. I like the hammer. It's done good work for us. Anyway, I also did I get sidetracked while talking about like or some potential solutions for the dagger perhaps being overpowered. I think I said, yeah, like just make it so that before it can do its stun, it has like a longer combo, like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 hits. Shoot, let my combo die. And I let myself get hit. Not cool. And yeah, just shoot you to make sure the combo survives. I think trying to parry would have been the smarter play there. There we go. Alright. I mean, I assume we're getting healed also from the occasional critical hits that we deal. So that's also a big plus. There's some more money over here. Well, we've got 2,000 ducats here. Leads me to wonder. Also just check this corner, make sure I didn't leave anything behind. Question becomes... do I spend... do I really corrupt myself even further? Like, oop. Let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, we've basically got another level of corruption just from more gold or more damage. Or just both. I'll go with both, because, you know, that does work out for us. That was corruption removal, wasn't it? Yes. Yes, it was. I don't think that's going to save us from getting corrupted, but, you know, we should be okay here. I also wonder to myself if perhaps this is the point in the game when maybe I should save my my money, because once we hit the 3rd level, okay, once we hit the 3rd level, we will, or 3rd area, region, what have you, that's when we're going to be getting the best stuff to buy. So it would probably make sense to make sure that we have the money to afford stuff there. And I mean, you know, the stat upgrades, they've been good so far. But I think we can all agree that at some point it's probably going to be more important to have better weapons and relics. That's going to be the tricky part. You know, just figuring out when to change our focus. Oh dear. Just to make sure the combo stays alive long enough. And yeah, that corrupted me and did more damage than we've healed this entire floor. So yeah. Not great. But one must not get flustered by the mistakes, which is, of course, one of my classic mistakes. Because if we let ourselves get flustered, then we will just make things worse. Of course, then again, I mean, at the rate we're going, I probably could afford to like, corrupt ourselves to the 3rd level here. 3rd level of corruption, that is. I thought I could do it. Alright, there, oh dear. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, that undid everything I done this entire run, so that's kind of frustrating, but I have only myself to blame. Okay, and roll out. Kind of convenient that they're all gathered around into the same place. Yeah, I have really dropped the ball here on getting our health back up, haven't I? I mean, if I focused more on killing enemies with the environment, maybe if I had taken that spear instead, because that spear is really good at shoving enemies backwards, so yeah, that might have been the smarter play long term. Well, I want the mystery room. Now, I think I want to focus on gold, since my goal here is to hopefully, and you know, there's a lot of, you know, hopeful, possibly naive optimism here. We want, to the best of our abilities, want to make sure that we have as much money to really get a bunch of super cool relics and stuff. Okay, as soon as we run out of stamina is when we die. Or, you know, when we lose track of who is actually the biggest threat here. Alright, what do you got for me? No healing. You know what? I'm pretty convinced at this point that my efforts to use this hammer to heal myself are actually resulting in me taking more damage than if I didn't have it. But at the same time, I also feel too committed to it to let go, which is not strictly speaking the best play. Well done. Well played. Alright, I don't really have high hopes of surviving even the second boss at this point. But we will fight through this as long as we can, and you know, maybe my pessimism... Oh god, only 180... Yeah, we're not gonna survive this. But you know what? It's all part of the learning experience here. Okay, I probably should have got hit there. There we go. Okay. Thought I was out of his range, but I wasn't. A little frustrating as usual, but in time, oh yeah, I have even less health than I started, so I've definitely been hurting myself this entire time. Yeah, I'm gonna just swap those out, I think. Oh. But I missed you, Mr. Gold. But not so. Okay. Since I have resigned myself to death at this point, I think the big thing... Okay, I thought I could roll in time, but evidently not. Alright, he is dead. I am on fire, so I'm taking damage. Okay, not bad. Though I should probably be focusing on trying to find better environmental kills. Since, oh. I think that's realistically the only... Oh. Why, Gaslight? Ooh, easy does it there. Okay, just keep moving. He does it. Easy does it. Oh, shoot. Oh no, that was a big mistake. Wait, no it wasn't, because now the enemies are all collected into one general area. Okay. Sometimes I surprise myself. Oh yeah, the critical damage. Now if only I had a way to guarantee more critical damage. But that's just not gonna happen. Okay, bad move there. You want to attack me? No? Well, thanks, I guess. Okay, extra damage per dexterity, 25% chance to automatically trigger. We take 10% less damage. All right, it's worth a shot, I suppose. I mean, we couldn't possibly do worse, and we're almost definitely going to die. We're gonna have 6,000 gold if we survive, though, so I guess that's something to look forward to. Okay, that's something. I think I can survive exactly one hit, so that's gonna be... Okay, that doesn't even have a stun on it. Alright, this is gonna be very interesting. Because I don't think I'm doing enough damage. Well, then again, every time I get a critical hit, I heal. Okay. And down I go. I think it's fair to say my obsession with healing myself with a slow, heavy weapon is probably our biggest... That's what really got us there. And other mistakes, of course, that we'll have to kind of internalize and take forward next time. But that's going to do it for now. So until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, or maybe leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking, and I'll see all you in the next video.